On this next problem, we're going to calculate the probability of winning the Powerball lottery. There are two parts to winning the Powerball lottery. The first part is that you need to match 5 numbers between 1 to 55. Well, so let's focus on that. First thing you need to do is match 5 numbers. 5 numbers, and they need to be from 1 to 55. And the question is, does order matter? Well, if the winning numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on my lottery ticket, I do still win. I still match the same winning numbers. So does order matter? Absolutely not. As long as my winning numbers match, doesn't matter what order they're in, I win. So that means we're looking at a combination because the answer was no, that order does not matter. How many total things do I have to choose from? Well, I have the numbers 1 to 55, which means I have a total of 55 numbers to choose from. Now, of those 55 numbers, how many am I going to choose? I'm going to be trying to match 5 numbers, so I have to choose 5 numbers. So let's figure out what that is. If I'm choosing 5 numbers out of 55, and remember with the lottery, you're not going to repeat yourself, so it is okay to use combinations. So we'll do our combination of 55 things, and we're going to choose 5 of them, and we get 3, 4, 7, 8, 7, 6, 1. So that is 3,478,761. Those are just the number of ways to select your numbers 1 to 55. Also, when you win the big lottery, this is a big and, you also, if you're going to hit the jackpot, need to match the Powerball. So, Part 2 says, I need to match the Powerball number. Well, at least that's just one number. You only need to pick one number for the Powerball from 1 to 42. So that's at least a tiny bit nicer. But it is something else I need to worry about is the Powerball. Well, because we're only going to choose one number for the Powerball and we have the numbers 1, 2, 42, there's actually only 42 options. You choose one of the 42 numbers. So for the Powerball, there's only 42 options. Had you done 42C1, that would have been fine too, but you still are just going to get the number 42. So now the question becomes, what do I do with my 2 values? I've got my result here from how many different ways there are to match 5. The 5 numbers, and then how many different ways there are to do the Powerball. But the key is I need to do, this is an and situation. I need both of these to happen. Well, remember with and situations, with these and situations, what do you do to the 2 things? You should be multiplying, which means I'm going to get a number even bigger. So when I take the 3,478,761 times 42, I get 146,107,962. That's how many different distinct lottery tickets there are with this setup. Now, how many of those is the winning ticket? Only one. So don't forget what they actually asked you for. What's the probability of winning? Well, we just found out how many lottery tickets there are, but the probability of winning, well, there's only one winning ticket, so it's 1 out of this. So, and I'm not going to worry about turning this into a decimal, and most problems in my math lab that are like this just want you to leave it as a fraction anyways. But if you actually go out and buy a Florida Powerball ticket and you go look at it, on the back in very, 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 very small print, it tells you your odds are like 1 in something crazy. But this is how they're doing it. And now you know how to double check. You're like, where do they come up with these weird numbers? This is how. Go test it out. It'd be a fun way to kind of just kind of test your math that you're learning, and it is usable. And so my recommendation is, if you're going to play the lottery, play it for fun. Your chances of winning are very, 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 very slim, as you can see here. But it is fun. There's always that slim chance that it could happen. And somebody has to win.